If you have ever had an exercise goal or you're working around an injury, then this video is for you. Now, I'm not a personal trainer. I am a mum sharing her journey back to health after a pelvis injury, still healing it, still working out how to exercise and bringing it in without the fear. I've been trying to work around an injury that I sustained after having our youngest, who is now 8 years old. If this resonates, then this video is for you. Trying to get back into exercise, loving my body, I understand the changes and the shifts that occur, one, with an injury, and then two, as being a mum. I have 4 beautiful children and my body has changed. So I know what it's like to lose that confidence and sometimes that connection back to yourself. I set myself a goal to start doing push-ups because it was something that would strengthen me, but it was also something that would give me a slight challenge, and it was something that I could do as well as support my pelvis. I have completed and just done 20 push-ups from going from 0 to 20 in 26 days, all while watching the children at school holidays. And I wanted to make this video to give you some tips and tricks of what's helping me, especially if you're starting after an injury and lack of confidence and, feeling not so nice within your body. There are 9 tips that will help you on your journey. You know your body best, and if needed, you can consult a health professional to see if this is something that you can do. Short and simple, I started with just press-ups. Now, the tips in this video will help not just if you're wanting to start press-ups, but if you're wanting to just implement even just squats or implement any sort of exercise within your routine, right? So my background is I've worked as a registered nurse and now I'm working as an intuitive healer. So I have all the body and the energetics and mindset knowledge as well. I'm also an author of my first book, Everything is Already Within You, and I use those tips and tricks every single day to be able to help with my own healing. So without further ado, let's start. Tip 1 is to make sure you check with a health professional first to see if this is going to be for you and your ability. You know your body best. 2, research. I started researching, say, the correct technique for push-ups and press-ups. If you want to, you can work with a personal trainer. But if you are going to do this yourself, like I have, then make sure you research the form first before you give it a go. Tip 3 is I attached this new goal to something that I was already doing. For example, taking this boy here for a walk every day. Take him for a walk, then I'm nice and warm, and that's when I would put on my Tabata track, Eye of the Tiger. Absolutely love that song. It was one of the songs that I used to use all the time when I was running at university. Eye of the Tiger or the Top Gun Danger Zone. It'll be both of those. Choose just one song. You come home from your walk or whatever you are doing and you choose just one. And I would do the press-ups. There are 8 rounds in the Tabata song, and I would do the press-up as much as I could. If it was just 1 or if it was just 2, if I needed a break, I would stop in between each press-up. I'll show you. Like, here's the starting here. As you can see, I would just do what I could. Choose a song that has meaning to you or has a nice beat. Something just for you. Something that you can repeat and listen to. Number 5 is mindset. Be kind to yourself on this journey. And every time you show up for yourself, remember this is for you. Especially as a mama, this is for you. And it filters down to our babies. So make sure that you are congratulating yourself every single time you make it to the floor to do your press-ups, or you make it out for a walk, or you do something for you. Make sure you congratulate yourself every single time. Mindset is key. Number 6, record your progress. Initially, I felt odd on camera because I didn't like the way my body looked. But I thought, no, I'm doing it for me. I don't need to share it. I have started sharing it. Now, it wasn't like that at the start. And I thought, well, I need to love me and accept me for all that my body, my beautiful body has done, no matter how she looks. And you can record your progress. Record your progress, and then I did it every single week. I would record intermittently, maybe through that week, just to kind of see the progress, but I became kind of a bit more fixated. So I decided I would only record the progress once a week, because then I can see it. It's really wonderful to see your progress. 7, show up most days. I don't say every day, because as a woman we are cyclic. There are days where I may have felt a little bit low energy, especially pre-bleed or on your bleed. You may have that lower energy. It didn't mean I didn't show up, it just meant that I took it slower. I may have done just 1 or 2 press-ups. I may have had a day off. I didn't use it as an excuse to not show up though. I listened to my body and I would ask, what can I do today? What is my ability to do? Even if it was a shorter walk with him and a few press-ups, I would still show up and do what I could. Number 8, progress. As you go along, so for the first 7 days, I literally I'd go for a walk and I'd do some of the press-ups. And I think it was actually the day 14, the 2-week mark, that I started implementing squats as well. So I'd come home, I would put my Tabata track on, I would do the squats for the 8 rounds. And then that was on the 2nd week. On the 3rd week, I kept my Tabata song on repeat and I'd do my squats, I'd do my press-ups, and then I started doing ab work. But I listened to my body and I didn't do it all at once. It's gentle progress. It's listening to your body so it's not overwhelming, and then we stop. I don't know about you, but if I set a goal and I have too many steps, then I'm like, no, it's too much. And I get in my head and I overthink. So I chose just one. That's why I chose just one press-ups. And then I chose one song. And I fitted in with something I was already doing. And then every single day I showed up, I did just one more if I could. You know, the first day I was like 2 press-ups and a break and then 2 more. Then the next day I was like, I'll see if I can do 3. I think I did like 2.5. You know, I could really feel it. But it was another half. And it was that slow progress consistently meant that even in 26 days, me showing up, I was able to do 20 press-ups. 26 days ago, I wasn't able to do that. But slow progress. And slow progress is okay, it's still progress. You know, we think about when we have our babies and the pregnancy, that's a whole 9 months. And if you were like me and I had 4 children, they were quite close together. All that time, we cannot expect our bodies to perform straight away and to improve, you know, within like that whole first week. But small steps daily definitely help. Being kind to yourself daily, utilizing your brain, your mind, your thoughts. And if you notice that internal chatter going and it's not serving you, you can either nip it in the butt or you can listen and see what it's saying, and you know that there's no truth to it. Brilliant tips for things like that in my book. Actually, everything is already within you. And last but not least, love yourself. So you're doing the best that you can with what you have. And as the title of my book says, everything is already within you. It really is. All of your goals, all of your abilities, all of your healing, whether it's healing the injury yourself and it's setting any sort of goals, everything is already within you. You know your body best. You know what works for you. You know whether you're making excuses. You know whether you're showing up. You know whether you're doing your best, and it's up to you to be your own best friend, to be your own biggest cheerleader. You're doing it for you, which then filters off to your children. It filters off to all those around you by showing up for you first. So good luck. I hope that this has helped, and yes, I will see you in the next video. Mwah.